It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel Shaquille O'Neal. We celebrate the Chinese New Year.
Yes.
Do you have something you say in Chinese?
Ni hao, it's getting better.
That's still British.
It's not. It's getting
You
better.
only use British.
It's getting better.
Oh, my gosh. He only knows one accent.
The fans are filling the seats in Orlando, the site of our broadcast, and where the Magic will be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they have been a team on a mission this season. Best record in the NBA. We're getting deep into the schedule now, and they continue playing dominant basketball. And some of the best guards in the league facing off tonight. Different skill sets, different styles. Kenny, if you had to build a guard from scratch, what are some of the characteristics you'd look for?
Oh, no question. I'd take the shooting touch of Steph Curry. I'd take the
He makes it look
effortless.
I'd take the toughness of Russell Westbrook. I'd take the basketball savvy of Chris Paul. And I'd throw
You take the defense of...
I'll take the defense of Tony Allen and throw it all together. You wouldn't put that together, Shaq? That's making you tired and sleepy? Wake up!
Is this boring you?
I would want toughness. You have to be able to switch on to certain players, the bigger players, and I would like the leadership.
And give me the size of Michael Carter Williams at the point.
The size of Michael Carter. How about the size of Magic Johnson?
No, that's a little bit too big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because later on in his career.
Huh?
Wake up, man.
What happened?
Leadership.
Oh, sorry.
And I'll take the ability not to go to sleep like Shaq.
Well, if you answer the question.
I never want to waste your time. My life. So precious. It's yours, it's mine. And look at the time. My God. So precious. It's yours, it's mine.
We are live from Amway Center for an Eastern Conference contest with the Magic in Orlando. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. Taking a look at Cleveland. They're hoping they can carry over some of that momentum from their undefeated homestand.
And you'd expect nothing less from the defending champs. They've taken every team's best shot, withstood the scrutiny, and approached the playoffs here with the utmost confidence.
They've improved because of all these hard-fought games. That's why they are a favorite to win it all again.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Isaiah Thomas may be small in size, but he's always dreamed big. He said, "It sounds crazy, but I always thought I was going to be an NBA player, that I'd be an all-star and one of the best to play. That was in my head since I was a little boy, before I loved anything, before I knew what love was. I love the game of basketball." Kevin?
Great to hear that, D.A. Thank you. Thomas plays with real passion. You can tell he loves playing the game. Steve, we have a great matchup in the backcourt in this one. What are some of the toughest aspects of defending against guards who can light it up?
The toughest thing is, Kevin, when you have a guard that has it going from behind the line, and he's a guy that drives the basketball. So you're planning for the drive, but he is starting to light you up from behind the line. So you're really in no man's land. You get up on him, he's going around you, then he's knocking down the three. That's when you start yelling, "Help! Help!"
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Shumpert and LeBron are out on the perimeter. Aldrin out there with Kevin Love, and it's Rubio in at point guard. So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Now here's Gordon. Thomas, it's a wide open look, and a miss there on the triple. Cleveland with the ball. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
Here's Thomas after the made shot from Ricky Rubio.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
LeBron kicks to Baldwin. Back to LeBron. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Fournier. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Kicks it out to Rubio. And stolen by Fournier. There's the dish to Thomas. Lob pass to Gordon. Rubio outside. And there's the pass to Baldwin. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Magic have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. James dishes to Rubio. Back to LeBron. Inside, and stolen by Fournier. And Adams sends it back, and he's able to get it back. Over to the wing. Here's Baldwin. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Baldwin's got his second bucket tonight.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
Now, here's Fournier. 12 points his last outing. Takes the 13-footer, and the shot falls short this time. Here's Baldwin, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Both shots good from the stripe.
It's a luxury to have a big man who can shoot free throws this way.
Thomas passes to Adams. Drilled from 11 feet out.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Baldwin, defended by Gordon. On the wing, Shumpert. LeBron outside. Pass to Baldwin, over Gordon. Baldwin can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 3. Outside Thomas. Shoots over Rubio. Thomas, no luck.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
And Isaiah Thomas, the 60th and final pick of the 2011 draft. Greg, he definitely plays with a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, I call it the little man syndrome. He's driven to prove himself. I mean, he's overcome the odds. In league history, only 9 players 5'9" or shorter have played 1,000 minutes or more in a season. And he's not just playing, he's playing at the highest level.
The Magic making a switch here. Isaac's checked in. Morris right side. Back to Thomas. Pass to Fournier. Out to the right wing. Isaac. No good on the triple. Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. The drive by James.
Somebody's got to rotate over, but who wants to step in front of LeBron?
Orlando with the ball. 8-point game. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answer.
Well, they still should have been more active on defense, giving those guys a run for their money.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Orlando.
And the three-pointer was their preferred weapon. It can be a risky strategy, but it's one that more and more teams have embraced over the years.
Now, here's Thomas. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans.
And he really controlled the pace of the game by getting to the line. The D could not slow him down, and he took advantage of it.
Fournier against Shumpert. There's Thomas with the three. Doesn't go for him. And Cleveland the other way now.
And tonight, he just hasn't been efficient offensively. That's a big reason why they're behind.
Baldwin kicks to Love. James outside. 6 on the shot clock, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And here's a look at some of the most multi-dimensional players in the NBA. Not only can they pass, they can fill it up. The highest scoring point guards this season. Isaiah Thomas is second.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in our league. I mean, to see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
There are so many point guards in this league today who can put points on the board. Just look at those numbers.
Drills the three-pointer. Thomas got his third basket of the night right there.
I tell you, Isaac has great vision for a big man. Can see over defenders easily thanks to that size.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. The Magic trail by 5. It's Fournier on the wing. Adams outside. Back to Fournier. Over Shumpert. Here's Adams. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Hey, Smitty, when you get this far into the season, we see more teams having to deal with the occasional back-to-back game. Just how hard is it to play 2 nights in a row?
It's extremely hard. You have to be on top of your game, like you say, and for night in and night out for a back-to-back. And what makes it also hard is the opponent and also the amount of travel. Sometimes you're getting in at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and you got to turn around and play again. You just haven't been enough time to recover. That's when you have a deep roster, those guys can help.
People don't realize back in the day there were 4 and 5 days, 5 and 7 days, and those are tough.
Those were extremely tough.
So it's Orlando now, following the score by Cleveland. Morris dishes to Thomas. Bangs home the trifecta. Thomas got 10.
And an excellent pass by Morris, a guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
Now here's Love. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Baldwin, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. The Magic trail by 3. And Fournier kicks to Morris. The feed now to Thomas. Pass to Isaac for 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Baldwin. Kicks it out to James. The tray. Morris with the rebound.
Wow, and this is his range. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Isaac. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. And it's a 3-point Magic lead.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
LeBron with a screen on Morris. A steal. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. That's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Isaiah Thomas. 2nd in free throw percentage. 4th in scoring. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
And you never see him get nervous when he steps to the line. That's why he's 2nd in the league in free throw percentage. Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Norman Powell comes in for Fournier. Howard's checked in for the Cavaliers. Picked him clean. 4-on-3 break. Here's Isaac. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Now Rubio. LeBron with him. Now defended by Adams. And they double up James. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got it all tied up now for Cleveland. Orlando's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside. Here in the first quarter. Pass to Isaac. It's up a 3. Another shot. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The Magic making a switch here. Rozier's checked in, and then for Cleveland. Noel's checked in for Baldwin. The chosen one comes in for LeBron. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Parker. Here's Noel. And Noel throws it down.
The veteran eyes see all. Frenchie with the tremendous look to make that play happen.
The Magic shooting it well so far today, guys. They've connected on 48% of their shots. Adams with the screen on Parker. Rozier kicks to Adams. He dishes it to Powell. To the inside. Lock at 6. Here's Vucevic. And the rejection by Noel. Yes, that goes in. Vucevic has got his first points in this one. Over to the left wing. Noel against Adams. Noel passes to the chosen. To the left wing. Noel dishes to Howard. Vucevic with the block. 1:58 left here in the first quarter. Vucevic is screen on Parker. Rozier kicks to Vucevic, and it's sent back by Howard.
And he's led the league in block shots on multiple occasions, and Howard's still a presence down low.
Screen by Howard. And it's Parker in the corner. Shoots a 3. They get the rebound. Goes back up. And there's the nice layup by Howard.
And really, there's no reason why Howard can't at least be boxed out. When he comes up with these rebounds, it's night-night for the defense.
Picked by Vucevic. Rozier the pass to Vucevic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Vucevic has got his second bucket of the night.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's the chosen one. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Out to Parker with the fadeaway. 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Cleveland moving it around. Howard. Orlando grabs the miss.
Boy, he loves that mid-range jumper. He just fails to create enough room to operate.
Pass to Isaac. Screen by Adams. And Vucevic kicks to Powell. Shot off the pick. Here's Adams. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Love the extra possessions. Defense has them stopped, but can't control the boards.
Noel up top. Here's the chosen one. No good trying to beat the buzzer. Isaiah Thomas, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Orlando. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on life growing up as the youngest of 18 children back in New Zealand.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like all chores, pretty much 18 years of being rookie. That's pretty much all it is, and people just beat you up for no reason.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, I'd say it might have toughened him up a little bit, that's for sure. Wow, 18?
That is mind-boggling.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
You know, sometimes gambling gets you in trouble, but in that first quarter, it was just the opposite.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Tony Parker is out there with Seth Curry. Then it's the chosen one, and there's Nerlens Noel, and it's Howard in at center. Here's Rozier, passes it to Gordon. He feeds it to Powell. Here's Rozier, covered by Parker. Pass to Isaac. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. Second, the Cavaliers.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
That's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. Look at Cleveland. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, Orlando just way behind.
And right now for the Cavaliers, they've had just the kind of season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world, but how about maximizing it to the fullest?
That's been the key. This coaching staff knows what their strengths are. They play to those strengths. That's how they've gotten the most out of their talent.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. On the free throw, no good. Steve, you talk about the value of versatility in the NBA. It's never been higher than I think right now, wouldn't you say?
You're right, Kevin. The reason why is back in the day, a big guy got the rebound. A point guard or a guard would have to come back to bring the basketball up. Now, you see a guy like Anthony Davis, Al Horford, DeMarcus Cousins. They grab the rebound, and you see the shooting guard and the point guard, they getting out and sprinting because they know they have a guy that can bring it up and make the right play at his size.
Now, here's Howard taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Parker dishes to Daniels. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Here's Isaac. He's got 6, and the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Picked by Vucevic. Now here's Powell. 9 points last game. Just 5 to shoot.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Parker's shot is off. Magic leading by 3. Pass to Isaac. 3-pointer. And Vucevic kicks to Powell. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
Right. No reason to take it all the way to the rack. Instead, take what the defense allows.
Drains the 3-pointer.
Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
Here's Isaac. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Isaac's got the lead up to 5 now for the Magic. Parker kicks to Daniels. The chosen one passes to Howard. And the pass to the chosen one. Back to Howard. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. It's Parker outside. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Even though he's still more of a long 2-point shooter, Tony's increased his range over the years.
Picked by Vucevic. Powell kicks to Rozier. To the paint. Howard with the steal. Pass to the chosen one. To the inside. Howard can't hit. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Pass to Isaac. He kicks it to Vucevic. Feeds it to Gordon. Powell with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Good on the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And you look at the post-up bangers who don't block shots at a high level. More and more, we're seeing teams relegate them to that six-man role off the bench. It'll be interesting to see how that affects a guy like Vucevic, who fits that description.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Morris is checked in for Isaac.
Keeping his head on a swivel, LeBron locates the open man.
That unleashed chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. Gordon a screen. Thomas goes in. He can't get that one, and Cleveland will come the other way. Last time they met in Cleveland.
And just looking at the stats, you can see, man, they were efficient on this night.
They made shot selection a priority, and you see their percentage from the field. Outstanding.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And it's easy to see why LeBron James wanted Kevin Love in Cleveland. Both of them multi-skilled, multi-talented, and both have extremely high basketball IQs for the game.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And it seems like Kevin Love's game really fits alongside LeBron's.
It does. A great outlet passer, setting up LeBron on a lot of breakaways. And on the offensive end, he can space the floor and create second chance opportunities.
Here's Vucevic, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
The Magic shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
He's off on the first. Steve, you've gone the broadcasting route, but we've seen a lot of former players becoming head coaches lately. Who else do you think could become a coach someday? Current players that you're watching.
I think Chris Paul, I think Stephen Curry, a lot of guys. LeBron James for sure, Dwayne Wade. I think Draymond Green would be somewhat like a Stan Van Gundy, Tom Thibodeau, just yelling and screaming. And
I like that.
Those are some of the names.
Yes. The Cavaliers shooting the sixth attempt at the free throw line tonight. And that one misses. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. The Magic trail by 3. Gordon a screen. Thomas dishes to Fournier. Kicks it to Gordon. And nothing is falling for him right now. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Here's LeBron. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
LeBron's explosiveness right there. If you're not a step early, you're probably going to foul him. And LeBron James in 2014 took on the burden of leading a young Cavs team back to greatness. He changed the whole culture, showing them what it took to win it all.
And Smitty, that'll take a lot of patience for LeBron going from Miami to Cleveland, getting his teammates and the organization overall to that next level.
The definition of a leader, LeBron James. He'll do it with praise or criticism, not shy about challenging others and lighting a fire under them. Everybody knows that he is a relentless finisher around the rim.
And here is Thomas. 10 points for him. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Dishes it to Gordon. Out to Morris. Gordon a screen. Morris, no good.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
It takes an effort on both ends of the floor, and you have to find the right matchups to exploit.
Now Thomas. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Counting, and the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Fournier. There's the dish to Daniels. Cleveland moving the ball around. Love with the screen for James. The feed now to Love. Rubio outside. Passes it to Baldwin. Lets the three fly. But they'll get another chance. And Rubio kicks to LeBron. Fires the three. Another miss by James. Orlando's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter. Only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Gordon. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
In the corner, it's James. To the middle. Stolen by Gordon. And here we go with Morris. Running it up the court. And Morris throws it down.
And you see Morris aware of his surroundings, getting a good jump down court.
Rubio, the pass to Baldwin. Here's Love. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Love's got 7.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Pick by Vucevic. Outside Gordon. It's Fournier on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. And it's off from three-point range. The Cavaliers leading by 4. James kicks to Daniels. No good with the triple. The Magic have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. This against Rubio. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Orlando shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Isaiah Thomas.
And he knocks down the first one. Adams, he's checked in for Orlando. Then for the Cavaliers, Mon Shumpert has come in for LeBron. And it's Seth Curry in for Daniels. He hits both from the stripe. Well, the NBA can be a superstitious place at times, Steve, with all the quirks and characters in the league. And you played. What was the strangest game day ritual that you ever saw?
I think Harold Miner. He touched everything with his nose. His gym shoes, his wristbands, the basketballs at the free throw line, and everybody did. And I think for me, as I got older, it wasn't strange. It was out of necessity. I had to get in some kind of steam room and have all those hot pads wrapped around me just to get loose to play.
I like that story. I don't like Baby Jordan's story, though. Harold Miner, that doesn't work for me. I don't understand that.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
Gordon with a screen on Rubio. Screen by Adams. Morris outside. He dishes it to Gordon. From 15 feet away and too long on the shot.
The open mid-range jump shot. He knows he has to hit that one.
Shumpert a screen on Gordon. Baldwin kicks to Shumpert, and Shumpert slams it in.
I mean, perfect timing. Rolling off the screen, Shumpert gets all the separation he needs.
The Magic trail by 6. Here's Thomas. He's got 12. Inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Rubio dishes to Love. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. 9 points for Love.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Now, here's Thomas. Here's Morris.
2 minutes.
He can't get it to go. Shumpert with some nice D. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Here's Baldwin. Kicks it out to Rubio. And Curry has it in the corner. They get it back. Back to Rubio. It's a pick by Love. Down low. And Love throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
Well, that's what you love about Kevin, a star player who also gets those garbage buckets.
Gordon a screen. Thomas passes to Fournier. He feeds it to Gordon. The Magic again can't hit.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Magic trail by 12. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Adams kicks to Fournier. Orlando moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot to end this cold run, and he knocks down the jumper. Fournier's got 6.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Good look by Shumpert, right on the money.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. Morris with the screen for Thomas. There's the pass to Morris. It's tipped.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And Gordon over to help. And stolen by Gordon. It's Fournier on the wing. Screen by Adams. And Fournier kicks to Thomas. Stolen by Rubio. Curry. Doesn't go for it. And so we conclude the first half. Cavaliers on top as they wrap up the second quarter on a 14-4 run. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Ricky. Bench has always been an issue here. When they produce like they did in the first half, how does that help you?
It's amazing. That means like we have a deep bench, and then a lot of work from the staff, from the everybody of the team, like doing extra work and winning games.
Trying to change the culture around here. Thanks, Ricky. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We so hope you enjoyed our first half. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. This is the halftime report. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They did give up a couple baskets more than they wanted to, and at the end of the period, were trailing by 5 points. The second quarter was all theirs. Major uptick in offensive and defensive intensity as they did their jobs with precision, now sitting on a comfortable 12-point lead at the half. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in. We've seen plenty of teams try that and fail. You got to have a balanced approach. And tonight, they found a ton of success inside. Basketball and championships are won inside out. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Orlando?
Well, one problem I see is that they're too timid on the boards. When you start to fall behind in the game, you need to become more aggressive on the offensive glass and the defensive glass.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
Flying high above Lake Eola in downtown Orlando as we welcome you back to the action at the Amway Center. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. The Cavaliers leading by 12. They've got Morris. Adams is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Thomas in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Morris against LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Baldwin. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Buries it from three-point range. Shumpert's got the first bucket of the third here for the Cavs. Lob pass to Gordon, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. It's stolen by Adams. And here comes Thomas, leading the fast break. Fournier gets a wide-open look. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got 6 assists now in the game. Pass to Love. And stolen by Thomas. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Morris, left side. Back to Thomas. He kicks it to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 12. And that one hits back iron.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And that's the look this offense is designed to produce.
Always frustrating when you do everything right, yet you just can't complete the play.
Thomas with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. Launches it. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Isaiah Thomas. At the elbow, it's James. And James throws it down.
Doesn't let the contact affect the shot. Great focus by LeBron.
For Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Screen by Adams. There's Thomas with the 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And that's 3 out of 4 now coming out of the break. The offense playing with a purpose.
And Evan Fournier out of France, an instinctive offensive player, Greg.
Yeah, favorite player growing up was Manu Ginobili, and you can see some similarities in their games. Fournier possesses long-range shooting, but also able to handle and put pressure on the D with the dribble.
Here's James. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Howard's checked in for the Cavaliers. Morris against James. Another miss by Orlando.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Fournier dishes to Thomas. Gordon with the screen for Thomas. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Excellent play call there. The defense was not prepared for the pick, and as a result, they gave up the wide open look.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Vucevic checked in for Adams. That free throw good from Isaiah Thomas. Well, Steve, it's something that everyone has a different opinion on. How do you feel about the current amount of years a player has to play in college before they enter the NBA draft?
Well, Kevin, I look at it this way. Is I like the notion that people have been throwing around that you're able to come out of high school and go to NBA. But if you choose to go to college, you must play 2 years. So I'm leaning toward and researching and looking at that. I think I'm on board with that because there are some guys should have the opportunity straight out of high school, and there are some guys I think need college. So I think if they can balance that out, and I think that's the way I would be leaning.
I like that perspective. The Cavaliers have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. The Magic trail by 13. Morris a screen. And Fournier kicks to Thomas. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. Thomas got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Excellent use of the screen there to free himself up and create space to make the open J.
Rubio with a screen on Gordon. LeBron outside. And then jammed down as he goes right over Nikola Vucevic.
Add that one to LeBron's highlight reel. How about the creativity in midair?
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. Vucevic setting the pick for Fournier. Feeds it to Vucevic. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
Still Magic ball.
It's Fournier on the wing. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 3. And it's Gordon missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Fires the 3. A nice shot by Baldwin. Baldwin's got 26 points.
There it is. Just lined it up and knocked it down. His first 3 of the half, second of the game.
Gordon a screen from deep. Thomas. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Baldwin's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the left side wing. Rubio with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. And that one's good. James.
We've seen it before. LeBron gets into this kind of rhythm, and there's no slowing him down.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
And as of late, they have not looked good at all. Actually, they've been dominated.
And the worst part, they're starting to get down on themselves. Really need that one big play to spark some life back into them.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Isaac's checked in for Morris. And Norman Powell subbed in for Evan Fournier. Noel's checked in for Cleveland. Curry comes in for Shumpert.
It's always risky to throw the double team at someone. You have to be aware of who you're leaving open.
Screen by Howard. Now here's LeBron. Tight defense on him. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Gordon's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Isaac. He's covered by Noel.
And Jonathan Isaac, a 6'11" small forward out of Florida State. You know, we're seeing more and more players like this with the length of a center and the guard skills. You know, you think of KD, of Brandon Ingram, and now Isaac.
First free throw is good. And the story for Jonathan Isaac. As a sophomore in high school, Greg, he stood 6'3" and played guard. He hit a growth spurt, as you can see.
Yeah, and it makes a difference. I think what I notice most is that he's retained not just the perimeter skill, but also the fluidity. I mean, he's light on his feet and really moves well. Remember, there was another guy that was a point guard that had a nice growth spurt. I think his name was Anthony Davis. And the overall skill set that Isaac possesses really off the charts. A big man who can run the floor, but also with that wingspan can defend the rim.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Powell for 3. And the rebound goes to Howard. Howard's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Powell inside. Curry meets him. The shot by Powell, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 15. And Rubio kicks to James.
Rubio.
Back to Rubio. James right side. Here's Howard. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Isaac from downtown. Rebounded by Howard. Cleveland's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. LeBron passes to Howard. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Vucevic.
And that's just super strength there by Howard. So good at connecting on these shots despite the contact.
The Cavaliers have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. Terry Rozier's checked in for Orlando.
You heard a lot of legends saying Dwight Howard should dominate in the post. I think he still can on the defensive end, not so much on the offensive end.
Picked by Vucevic. Here's Isaac. 11 points in the game. Kicks it to Vucevic and stolen by Noel. On the wing, James. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. And now a chance to take a look at the shot chart for the Cavaliers.
And you look at the chart, and you see they have done a lot of their damage in the mid-range game. So often teams will try to force everything at the hoop or only rely on the three to score, but they have seen what the defense is giving them and taken every open look they found.
Here's Vucevic. Plays it up and banks it in. Vucevic has got 8.
He's done his job tonight scoring the basketball, but they've still been outplayed overall.
And Noel kicks to Rubio. In the corner, it's James. Got a piece of it.
And you got to be careful around Isaac. His length is a problem for the opposition. He stifles shooters with that reach.
Here's Howard. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for James. Averaging about 24 points, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
He stacks up points. Reason why? Because that's his mindset. He wants to carry the load and clearly is successful at it.
The chosen one, he's checked in for LeBron.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Now here's Powell, guarded by Kirk, and the basket by Rozier.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Out to the right wing. Noel dishes to Howard. Puts it up from 12. Buries the jump shot. He's got 9.
And we've seen plenty of those lapses today. I thought eventually they buckled down on D, but they maybe just doing just the opposite.
Rozier the pass to Gordon. Here's Rozier. Gordon a screen. Here's Isaac. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
The Cavaliers leading by 14. And Rubio kicks to Noel. Howard with it. He's got 9. Back to Noel. 6 to shoot. And Rubio kicks to Noel. And slam dunk by Noel.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
Here's Rozier. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Dishes it to Gordon. Passes to Rozier. Gordon a screen. Here's Isaac, and the pass to Rozier. Powell for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Powell's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Rubio dishes to Noel. The feed to Kirk. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Pass to the chosen one. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Isaac. 14 points for him. Here's Powell. Cavaliers with the rebound. Howard's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Rozier, covered by Rubio. Here's Rozier. Shot clock at 6. Fades. And it's Vucevic missing.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Lobbed up there for Howard. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Isaac. It's deflected. They get it back. And at last, they get one to fall. Isaac's got 16.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here, as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
The Magic making a switch here. Adams checked in. Baldwin the pass to Howard. Powell pulls it in.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Here's Baldwin. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Living like Khaled. Yeah. T-Wall, what up? Ali, what up? Yeah. Living like Khaled.
A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
It's not going to be easy. Come on. It's not going to be easy. Let's go. Defense. 1, 2, 3, defense. He's right here.
Jason Kidd moments ago in his huddle getting everyone focused and amped up to take on these next few moments.
Yeah, and an emphasis really on forcing stops. Something Coach did very well back in his day when he was playing. Let's see if they can live up to his expectations.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Kevin Love out there with Baldwin. Then there's Seth Curry. Then there's Howard. And it's Shumpert in at the 2 spot. Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And these dunk attempts are just too easy for Howard. All he has to do is rise up, and he's golden.
They set the screen. Adams with the screen on Love. Morris, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Big night for Kevin Love, using all the tools in his toolbox.
The Magic trail by 14. There's the dish to Powell. Screen by Adams. Shoots off the screen. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Shumpert in the corner. Fires from deep. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Rozier kicks to Morris. Over Love. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 6 points for Marcus Morris.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Now we can say it. He's a completely different shooter this half. Much more confidence, much more success.
Morris a screen. Rozier kicks to Morris. Here's Isaac. Off target from 3-point range. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Down low. Dwight Howard again. Howard's got 13 points in the second half.
And that's Howard's game. These interior looks that he puts in so easy.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Start it.
And you can see his wheels are turning. We'll see what he draws up here.
It's been an ongoing battle of adjustments, trying to identify your strongest matchup each time down the floor.
So for the Magic, Fournier is checked in for Powell, and it's Isaiah Thomas in for Terry Rozier. And Cleveland with a change here too. James is checked in. Morris a screen. Thomas kicks to Morris. Pass to Isaac. Here's the three. Cavaliers with the rebound. Looking ahead to their next and playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That matchup falls in the middle game of this three-game trip.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
So many things you could single out about the game of LeBron James, but Steve, his finishing is absolutely amazing.
I totally agree. A guy that can go both ways with both hands, not just a dunker. He has great touch around the rim, the ability to play through contact. He has collected more and ones over his career than any of his contemporaries.
On the last half-decade or so, the NBA, Steve, has realized the true value of the corner three, and now offenses all over the league are designed to take advantage of it. Part of that is because it's just closer to the rim than any other three-pointer.
Yeah, you're right, and you should. I mean, when you have a three-point arc, yes, the corner threes are going to be shorter, and it's harder from a guy to shoot it from straight on. But when you have a guy that can shoot it straight on, you can see the dynamics of a team defensively. It's hard to cover. But I don't think the NBA should widen the court because of the value of the corner three. That's a part of the game.
Should the lane be widened? Should we talk about the court and making all the threes the same length? What about the lane?
Well, I think you can widen the lane if you change the defensive rules, because right now you're allowed to play zone. If you went back to man-to-man, yes, I think you should widen it. But the teams are allowed to play zone. I think the value of keeping it the same helps the defense a little bit more.
And Adams kicks to Fournier. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Shot clock at 6. Adams with the screen on Love. Thomas, that's good. Thomas got 25 points in the game.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Out to Shumpert. The tray. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Here's Isaac. Kept alive Orlando. That one goes in. 12 points for Steven Adams.
His combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
Curry kicks to Baldwin. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
The Magic trail by 20. Morris outside. You know, Smitty, as the game grows internationally, we've seen a contrast drawn between the academies, for instance, in Europe and Australia, and the youth basketball organizations in this country. Do you think we're doing it the right way? Should there be change, more policing of just how things are run at a very young level?
I think more policing, Kevin. I think also coaches being better equipped to be able to be around young kids. I think also how many games these kids are playing. I think obviously you want them to have games, but when they're playing 5, 6, 7 games in a weekend, I just think that's too much.
The Magic have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. And here's Fournier. He dishes it to Thomas. Pass to Isaac. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Love.
How about the concentration on that? Isaac able to absorb the contact and still finish with a difficult shot.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Rubio's checked in.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
To the inside. Here's Shumpert. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The Magic trail by 19. Outside Thomas. Three-pointer. Second shot opportunity. And there's the nice layup by Adams. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
And
He has found the stroke, folks. Continues to knock down shot after shot. Perfection thus far.
For the three, Baldwin can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Isaac misses.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
LeBron outside. Pass to Baldwin. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Now Thomas. Adams outside. Thomas a screen. Here's Fournier. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Baldwin's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's stolen by Morris. Here's Isaac. He feeds it to Thomas. Adams dishes to Fournier. Just 4 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Adams' shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The shot's good from Love.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Thomas. Adams sets the pick for Thomas. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper. Thomas got 27.
Well, not the best look they can get, but at the end of the day, it's all about shot making.
Love with the screen on Morris. James outside. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
One of the best finishers this league has ever seen. LeBron with another inside.
Thomas kicks to Fournier. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Cleveland leading by 20. James outside. The pass to Baldwin. From deep. And another 3 for Cleveland.
Completely in rhythm that time. LeBron working off the catch and shoot.
And for the Magic, they're shooting about 45% from the 4 in the 4th. They set the pick. Pass to Isaac. The 3. Kept alive. The putback. And it's Adams on the follow.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And stolen by Thomas. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Gordon's checked in for Morris. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And replay review now commonplace. In the interest of speeding up those reviews, Steve, the league last season, allowing officials at the replay center in Secaucus, New Jersey to make the call. You like that decision?
You know I do, but I think sometimes finding a way to speed it up, and I think there's some way where you can have a referee right there on site also can be able to get a chance to see the play, because sometimes technology doesn't get back from Secaucus back to the game. If some kind of way, the middleman, if he's there in his obvious play, that can cut the time, you know, because right now sometimes it's taking a long time.
As long as they get it right, correct? How they do it, who cares? As long as they get the call right, though, to me is the most important. What about you?
I do love that, Kevin, but I think sometimes, you know, human error is a part of basketball. The refs can't be perfect. And so sometimes if they're a bad call, it's just a bad call. You got to live with it.
To the inside and stolen by LeBron. Baldwin the pass to LeBron. He kicks to Rubio. Cleveland moving the ball around. James outside. 5 to shoot. Baldwin kicks to Love. And the dunk by Love.
And how about Kevin Love showing he can get above the rim when he wants to.
And so here's Orlando. Outside Thomas. Here's Gordon. It's deflected, but they get it back. Outside for Thomas. To the paint. Shumpert with the steal. Now Cleveland moving it up. James left side. And the dunk by LeBron.
Powerful high flyer. LeBron attacks the rim like no one else.
Magic shooting 43% from the field. Rubio against Thomas. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Here's Baldwin. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Every so often a team will have a home game and see their stadium flooded with fans. For the away team, happens when a especially good, popular team is playing a team kind of in a bad part of their schedule, or maybe just in a bad part of their development. Smitty, do players notice when this happens, and does it bother them at all?
Yeah, players notice it. It does bother you. It happened to me when in the Chicago Bulls era. You hear people cheering more for Michael Jordan than their own players. It's because people love to see winners. People have their favorite players, and a lot of people right now look at it as they want to come see their favorite player. As a player, you just got to go out, beat Michael Jordan, go out and win, and usually the fans will turn into your favor.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Cleveland.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Picked by Vucevic. There's 39 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Uncovered. That's good on the jump shot.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one, they have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Gordon a screen. Rozier kicks to Powell. Pulls up on the wing. Not enough on that one as it misses. Here's Baldwin. Now here's Parker. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. LeBron, what was the defensive focus individually and as a team, and how do you think you guys executed it?
It's a tough team to guard off the bounce. They're so athletic, they're so quick, but it's a good job by all of us defensively, and it's always good to get a win on the road.
Road wins do tend to be more precious. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.